Hey there, David Cordero here for another Guitar Basics series at Pass the Guitar Live. And in this video, we're going to cover chord diagrams, what they are and how to read them. And if you don't know what they are and you have no idea what to do with them, you are on the right place. And we will help you understand them and be able to read them. So with no further ado, let's go straight into the lesson. Let's take a look at what a chord diagram is. Look at what we have here. It's a bunch of lines, vertical lines and horizontal lines. And then you have numbers and you have letters and so forth. Well, first thing you need to know is that a chord diagram is just showing you the drawing of the neck of the guitar and what do you have to do to play that chord that is labeled on top. In this case, is D major. So this specific chord diagram, the lines are the same width, whether they are vertical or horizontal. So it can be very confusing, but the standard is that in this case, the lines are just like the guitar, standing in this case, right? So the line on the extreme left is the low E string, and then moving from left to right we have low E, and then the A string, the fifth string, the fourth, the third, the second, and then the very last line on your right is the first string, and those are the vertical lines. We also have horizontal lines, and those horizontal lines, they represent the fret bars, the metal bars on the fretboard of the guitar. And here we have 5 of them, and it's just basically separating the space where we call the fret, where we're gonna place our fingers. What else do we need to see here? Well, it's also telling us right below the name of the chord, you can see a couple axes and a circle. And that means that the strings that get axes, they do not get played. You should avoid playing those strings. So in the case of D major, which is the chord that you see, you're gonna skip the 6th and the 5th string. And then on the 4th string, you see a circle. That means that that string is gonna be played, but it's gonna be played open. You're not gonna be pressing on any of the frets. We also see that there is dark circles, black circles, on specific frets and specific strings with numbers inside. Well, those are where we're gonna put our fingers and press down to combining with the open string that we have, make the chord. So the numbers 1, 2, and 3 in this case stand for fingers number 1, 2, and 3. And don't forget that we start by calling index finger number 1, and then middle finger is finger number 2, ring finger is finger number 3, and pinky is finger number 4. The thumb does not get a number when we're talking about guitar. It gets a T, it's labeled as T, but we're not even gonna be labeling the thumb here because the thumb, in this case, for these basic chords, it's just basically gonna be giving support from on the neck behind the fretboard. But don't forget that if you have already played piano, on piano we label the thumb finger number 1, but not on the guitar. Finger number 1 is the index. Now that we know that, and just as a quick review, we now know that we have to place finger number 1 on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and then finger number 2 on the 1st string, 2nd fret, and finger number 3 on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And when you play it, you should skip strings number 6 and 5. That's how we read a chord diagram. Let's take a look at another one. In this case, we have E minor. Well, there are no axes here, which means that you don't have to avoid any strings. That's great. It makes it much easier to play. What else do we see here? We actually see a bunch of circles. We see a circle on the 6th string, another one on the 3rd, another one on the 2nd, and another one on the 1st string. That just means that those 4 strings are going to be played open. And we see two black circles with numbers on the second fret of the 5th string and the 4th string. And using finger number 1 and 2, those are the numbers there. So which means what? That we're gonna place our index on the 2nd fret of the 5th string and our second finger, middle finger, on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. And when you strum this chord, you can play all the strings because we're not avoiding any of them. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe, click on that bell, and like this video. Your support is extremely important for us. My name is David Cordero, and I'll see you guys on another video.